Welcome back, everyone. In the kitchen with Chef Carol again. God bless you, and I'm hoping that you're having a beautiful day. But today I'm making not my auntie's biscuits. Not a baker, but I'm going to attempt to make these biscuits that I see that only needs 2 ingredients, which is self-rising flour and some heavy whipping cream. So I'm going to take the actual recipe and make some quick biscuits here. I have some catfish nuggets. Once I get my biscuits in the oven, I'll season them up and get them started. I already cleaned out my area real good. It's a late start on my meal, but let's get it started now, guys. Okay. So I went to the store and I purchased some self-rising flour. This is different than what I usually would buy, but it's King Arthur's Baking Company. So I decided to go ahead and try this here flour. It's unbleached flour. So I need about 2 cups of flour, and I only need 1.5 cup of heavy whipping cream. Guys, so let me get started here so I can attempt to make me some homemade biscuits and see how this turns out, guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and add 2 cups of flour. I already cleaned my area up real good. Scrubbed it down and I let it dry. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add 2 cups of flour here. I'm going to make sure that my measurements are right. You got to have the right measurements. I notice if I don't have the right measurements, it's not going to come out right. As I usually go by eye. See, that's a little over 2 cups, so I'm going to take some out of there. That's 2 cups exactly, guys. 2 cups. So I'm going to add that to my mixing bowl. And I'm going to go ahead and close this here up and get this out the way. Okay, so now I have my measuring cup. I have, this is 1.5 cups to 2 cups of the self-rising flour. And all I do is just go ahead and mix. So let me open this up here. I have to get my things needed. Just need a fork. This can get a bit messy, but I'm prepared for it today. And that's 1 cup. And I'm going to go ahead and just mix that in. Start mixing that in, and then I'll add the 1/2 cup. Okay, now let me go ahead and add the 1/2 cup of the heavy whipping cream. The easiest way to make biscuits ever. So for my meal tonight, I have some catfish nuggets. I'm going to go ahead and season those up. I have a real small cabbage that I'm going to fry with some red and green peppers and onion. And then I'm going to, I don't want to overmix this here, because I want the fluffy biscuits. So we're going to bring that together. And I seen this recipe, I said, oh, I have to try it. Okay, I don't want to overmix. Alright, so now I just go ahead and lay some flour on the counter here. Nice clean counter, nice and dry. Put some on the side there. Make sure I have enough flour down here. Flour my hands up. We'll just get that down there on the counter there. I don't want to turn the water on yet because I want it to actually feeling nice and fluffy already. You can see the difference from how I've been making the biscuits myself with the baking powder. And if you guys watch my videos, you know I don't do too much measuring. I cook by sight. See how these turn out, guys. I have some butter, I have some honey. I want to add some honey after my biscuits are done baking. Just get it together there. I need it just a little bit more. I don't want to knead it too much, so I'm going to go ahead and that in a ball there, and I have my biscuits so ready to go ahead and knead out and get prepared to make some biscuits. Add it to the pan, and I can go ahead and now I'm going to go ahead and flip that over. Want nice 1-inch thick biscuits. Don't need many, but I want nice sized biscuits. Now with the heavy cream, I actually love cooking with heavy cream. You guys notice. Okay, I have to find something to go ahead and cut my biscuits out. I want nice sized biscuits, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my measuring cup. I think the cup that I do have would be a little bit too big. Now, I don't want that size biscuit. So let me dry that out and get ready to cut some biscuits out. Add it to a pan. I'm just going to use my measuring cup here. That's going to be nice sized biscuits. Nice juicy sized biscuits. Set aside so I can go ahead and roll it again. I'm going to set my oven on. I want my oven set for 450. 450 I set my oven. So go ahead and I'll take it out. Add some more flour there. Don't want to press too hard down on the biscuit, on the dough here, because I want 1-inch size biscuits. I'd have to get me a cutter. I was looking for one today and I couldn't find one. So let me go ahead and knead that again. This is the hard work that you have to do in order to get some good old biscuits, guys. I think I'll make 2 more. Gonna have biscuits for breakfast in the morning. There we have it. I have 6 biscuits. I can actually make another one out of there, but I think I might make a patty. I'll say I can actually put this in aluminum foil and save that for another day. Okay, guys, my biscuits are ready to go in the oven. I'm about ready to, my temperature is at the right temperature now to place in the oven. So let's do that. Watch it bake. We'll give it a good 15 minutes and see how that turns out, guys. So now I'm just going to go ahead and clean my fish. I got some catfish nuggets. I'm just going to go ahead and take them out, get them washed up, and get them seasoned up, and then start on my cabbage. I went and purchased a real small cabbage, really tiny. So I'm going to have that. May just cook half of that today, because I think I want to make some coleslaw for a meal. I just went ahead and got a pound of fresh catfish nuggets. I'm going to go ahead and get seasoned up. Get cleaned up and seasoned real good, guys. Nice size nuggets. I'm just going to wash with cold water. Rinse off real good with cold water. Place in the bowl. Nice size nuggets. Nice fresh catfish nuggets. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to deep fry these, guys. Not going to do a double dip. I'm going to just fry. I have some regular cornmeal. I'm just going to go ahead and fry up real good. See, it looks like it's going to be a meal for today and tomorrow. Don't have to worry about cooking tomorrow. Late meal. Nice size nuggets. Look at that. Nice, beautiful size nuggets. And I'm going to season these babies up real good. Yes, Lord. I have that to do today. But first I'm going to go ahead and fry my cabbage up first. I'm going to get that done. Get the cabbage cooked down. That way when my fish is done, my biscuits will be done. And I can go ahead and get my eat on. My hands cleaned up real good. Get my hand dried off and get ready to actually season my catfish dips. Okay, so now let me go ahead and season up my catfish nips. And I'm going to start off with some mustard. Let's get there some mustard in there. I'm going to that mustard for my catfish. I say maybe 2 tablespoons. I got some garlic powder. Gotta have that garlic powder in your catfish. I say 2 tablespoons. I got some ginger. Definitely gonna add some ginger in there. I have some garlic and herb all-purpose seasoning. Definitely gonna add some of that in there. Yeah. Got some paprika. Just had to get some more of this paprika here. I'm gonna add a good amount of that in there. Got some lemon pepper seasoning. Just add a little bit of that in there. I have some turmeric too also. I'm going to add just a tad bit of turmeric in. Because it's going to give it another taste. If I add too much, I don't want that harsh taste to my catfish. I'm just going to add maybe a dash of turmeric. Yes, that's good. I'm going to add some more pepper. Teaspoon of pepper. I don't need salt. I don't want salt. No. You see how big this big container of salt? I've been had that. I had that container for good, 4 months now. That's good for me. To have salt sitting around, and it's a brand new box of that Morton. I think I just have it just to have in the house, you know. So we're not going to add any of that in. I have plenty enough seasoning, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix that together there. Cover, set aside, let them seasonings incorporate in that fish. Look at that fish. Yes, Lord. I'm going to set that aside and let them flavors just do what it do. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my cabbage done. Then by the time I get ready to put that in my pot, Lord have mercy, I'm talking delicious. Seasoned nice, that cabbage and some fresh biscuits. Oh Lord, I have a series on YouTube I'm watching. It's going to be a nice peaceful night this evening. Yes, I'm looking forward. Yes, Lord. Alright. So now that I have my catfish already seasoned up, look at those great seasons. I'm going to put this in the light here so you can actually see how well seasoned that is. It's kind of darker over there. But look at those catfish nips. Nicely seasoned. And I'm going to let that sit. I'm going to cover, let that sit. And I'll be back, guys. Guys, when I say these biscuits turned out delicious and they look golden brown, guys. Look at these. Now take a look at these biscuits here. Guys, they are golden brown, delicious biscuits, guys. Look at the bottom, nice and golden, with just 2 ingredients. And you can see how fluffy they are on the inside, guys. Oh my goodness. So I'm just going to go ahead and butter the top, and that way they'll be buttered real good. And I can actually start my cabbage, get that a-rolling. And my biscuits already have the butter buttered down real good. So let's get that done. I'm just going to go ahead and put some butter on top of there. Yes, Lord. This is it here. Not my auntie's biscuits, guys. Wish I could make it bake like they baked back in the day, but this is another solution to change all that. Coated them nice and good with that butter. Yes, had that to do today. Let me show you again my delicious golden brown biscuits with just 2 ingredients. And look how fluffy they turned out, guys. Yes, that is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Look at the bottom. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, with my catfish nuggets. This is a meal that is just gonna ooh-wee. Okay, so I'm just gonna set these back in the oven. I turned the oven off. So that way they'll stay nice and warm. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started chopping my cabbage and getting that ready to go. Okay? So let me get my knife here and get this cabbage cut down. I have a nice size small cabbage here that I'm just going to use. I'm going to go ahead and rinse that off real good while I chop up my red pepper, green pepper, and I have to get an onion. Keep my onions in the refrigerator. Let me go ahead and get that chopped down. Don't need much. It's a small onion, so I'm just going to use half of my red pepper. Let me rinse. Rinse off real good. And I'm going to use half of a green pepper. Rinse real good. And I have a half of an onion that I'm going to cut and add that to my cabbage. The cabbage is so small, so I really don't need much peppers and onions in. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my oil to the pan. Get that ready. Go, turn my pan on. Don't need much oil for that. Let's get that nice and heated up real good. So I get ready to chop up my ingredients to go into my cabbage. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and chop up my onions. I have some jalapeno peppers that I'm going to add into as well. And I'll just cut them in half here. Was that not the easiest way to make homemade biscuits? Boy, oh boy. I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited about that one. As many times I've been trying to make some biscuits, I've been putting ingredients in, and like I said, I really didn't measure, either didn't measure out right or something went wrong, but I got it right this time. with that self-rising flour and that heavy whipping cream, it just did wonders for these biscuits this evening. So let me chop up my cabbage here that I went ahead and rinsed. I love the core, as I told you before. I love the core on the inside. I don't know. I love the taste. I love turnips, things of that nature. So yes, I cooked that. I'm going to leave that out this time though. I can actually, you know, I could have cooked that, but I'm going to leave it out this time. Because it's not going to take this cabbage long at all to actually cook up. So I have my oil on, getting nice and hot. So there's my ingredients for my cabbage. You can actually put some, let me cut up a garlic and put in there too as well. Give it some more flavor in there. It's a nice sized garlic clove. I'll go ahead and chop up and put in with the onions and that's a nice size. You can actually use two, but I'm going to chop up one. The biscuits have me excited. I'm ready to get this meal over with. And I want nice warm biscuits. I could use those biscuits for breakfast in the morning, or egg and sausage sandwich, the nice size. And actually I used the measuring cup to make my biscuits out of. It came out really good. I'm surprised. Okay, so now that I have my pan, nice and hot here. So I'll go ahead and add my red peppers, my onions, and my green peppers. Get those in there. I'm going to add some, I'm going to also add in some crushed red peppers. I'm going to add in there too, with some jalapeno peppers for a little spice this evening to go with that catfish nuggets. Let me just go ahead and put my my garlic in there. Got all that in there. Let that cook down for a sec. Then I can just go ahead and add my cabbage and let that cook. And I can go ahead and start on my catfish nuggets while that's cooking. And doesn't take long at all. Put some crushed red pepper in there. Cook down in those peppers. You're going to add some andouille sausage, potatoes, whatever you feel as though you want to add into your cabbage. Do it your way. I'm just going to go ahead and add some jalapeno peppers in there as well. Just going to add a couple in there for that spicy seasoning taste. I'm going to use olive oil. Just need to coat the pan real good. And now I can just go ahead and add my cabbage. Fits right into the pan there. So see how I still have some of that core there. I love the flavor of that. Yes, I really do. Just mix that around there. I call them not my auntie's biscuits because I cannot get them to come out the way hers taste back in the day. So, they're definitely not my auntie's biscuits. Okay guys, I have my cabbage on. I'm just going to place a lid on top of them and let them cook slow. Here's my cabbage. I have my oil on ready to go. Get nice and hot. Turn that around there. Let that oil get to a nice hot temperature so when I put my catfish nuggets in, they'll be nice and hot. And it's not going to take long for my fish to cook at all. So I just went ahead and got some stone ground yellow cornmeal. So I'm just going to season that up with just some light seasoning because my catfish is already seasoned. I'm just going to add some good old yellow cornmeal. I can also add a couple of teaspoons of the flour. Maybe just a half of a cup of the self-rising flour in as well. Got flour everywhere. Just clean that up real quick. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and I'll mix that flour and that cornmeal together. Cabbage smelling really good. As I said, I could have actually added some andouille sausage and some potatoes as well, but we're not going that route tonight. With the catfish and the biscuits, that should be enough for my liking this evening. Okay, so now I'm just going to add some paprika into my cornmeal. And I'm going to add some garlic powder. As remember, my catfish nuggets are seasoned really good. And I let that sit for a good amount of time. So they should come out perfect. Not over seasoned. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give my cabbage a nice stir. Cover. And I can actually get started on my catfish nuggets. I like my handles to go that way, you know, they're not in the way of actually bumping and causing a mess. So As you can see, I always have my, almost made a mess without the handle. But yeah, I always like my handles to go the opposite way. That way it deletes any type of spills or anything. Okay, so now let me go ahead and get started, and I can start adding my catfish nuggets into the oil. I'll do a quick check with a little bit of flour to see if that pops back. It's not where I want it to be yet. So by the time I get done flouring my catfish nuggets, I should actually be good. So I'm just going to take each nugget and just coat real good. Those nuggets there, yeah. Nice size nuggets too, guys. Look at the seasoning on them babies. I could have actually added some olive oil on too as well before I added my seasonings on. That way it would stay coated. There's many ways to cook. Everyone has their own preference on how they cook. Can't go wrong. The only way you can go wrong is if you over season. Make your food too salty. Like I made the mistake and the canister is not sealed tight and it just spills all over my food or something. Rinsing just don't get it. It doesn't actually take that all the seasoning off. Here's another one that looks really good. Nice size catfish nuggets. Just get them done. And in the pan. Jesus. Can't get this. Okay guys, now after the smoke alarm done did what it had to do, I went ahead and turned the cabbage on low because of the steam. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start my catfish after I actually went ahead and coated. I'm just going to add that to the oil and let them cook up. Do a few at a time, and we'll just let that cook up real nice and good till it's done. And we have some delicious catfish nuggets, guys. Get my plate ready. When it's ready to come out, yes, Lord. Cabbage on. I put my cabbage on low because the steam was causing a bit of a ruckus. I don't need them problems. Just let that cook till it gets nice and crispy on the outside. We don't want to overcook my fish. So we'll just cook it lightly on, the outside. And we'll have some delicious catfish to go with my delicious biscuits. Look at that biscuit, guys. Homemade biscuit. using 2 ingredients. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Go ahead and put the rest of these biscuits on the plate. Nice, delicious, homemade biscuits. Yes, Lord. Go ahead and coat my pan with some paper napkins. Take my fish out and let the oil drain down on the paper towel. Don't want to overcook our nuggets. We want them to come out nice. Nice sized catfish nuggets, guys. Yes, Lord. Temperature could be up high, but I don't want my smoke alarm to go off. And my neighbors be like, what is she doing over there? I don't want to scare them and thinking that, you know, maybe I fell asleep or so. I want nice size, nice colored coating on the outside of my catfish here. Just set them up there. I can actually turn that up a little bit more so it can cook a little faster. Get that crispy, crunchy outside coating. Guys. I'm going to turn that up to 8. And if you have that on 8, it's get a nice size, nice crispy coating on the outside of my catfish nuggets, guys. I'm going to do another flip. I don't want to rush it, so I'm just going to go ahead and allow that to cook. Remember, I put that mustard on my catfish. I put, you know, seasoned it with mustard as well, with the paprika, so it should come out with a nice, beautiful taste. Ooh, that's going to cause the alarm, that smoke, that steam from my cabbage, guys. Smelling really good in here with those peppers. Oven's off, biscuits are done. I'm going to cut into one of these bad boys and show you just how fluffy they are on the inside. That way I can actually too put some butter inside of my biscuit as well. So let me show you. I'm going to just cut inside one of these biscuits to show you. Ooh-wee, how fluffy they are. Go ahead and butter that down while it's still warm on the inside. Yes, Lord. I can actually seal those other ones up and save them for breakfast, another meal, and just take and warm them up. They're already done and ready to go. Okay, let's get these bad boys flipped, get them out the pan. Nice and crispy the way I like. You don't have to cook them as long, but I like mine extra crispy. That took a little longer. Just keep an eye on your fish there. Nice and crispy on the outside, guys. Doesn't take long at all. Just that. That's good. I can go ahead and add my other ones in while that fry up a little bit more. And get these nuggets done. Nice and crispy. And that's done. So we'll just let them go ahead and finish up cooking. I have my delicious golden catfish nuggets done, guys. So I'm about to make my plate. I'll be right back. And there we have it, guys. My delicious meal for this evening. Delicious catfish nuggets. I want to show, I don't know why my camera shows it a different color at different angles, but I want you to get the exact color. And then I have my biscuits, my homemade biscuits, and I have my delicious cabbage, fried cabbage, guys. In the kitchen with Chef Carol, guys. God bless you. And I just want to say, don't forget to push up that thumbs up button. Guys, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.